Welcome to week 12 with a week 11 recap. This is the final week, and I know it's pretty unbelievable that we are here. Since we started in the shed, we're going to end in the shed in a regular season. I must start out by saying first, shout out to Scott. I know you're sick. I know your neck hurts. You're down. We understand. It's not a problem. You were there for us all year. Shout out to Runk. Guy passes his test and now he can't even blow his nose, it's so stuffed up. Runk, great job on your test. Shout out to Big D. Big D went for high honors. First quarter, 6th grade. Nice job, Big D. Way to go. And finally, my last shout out is to Cousin Michael. Yes, we definitely have enough Red Cubs to last us till next year's draft, so I'm not worried about the spitter situation. Thank you very much. Well, let's get it started, Scott. Alright, cool. We're going to go with Down Goes Sid. The world effing champions of Nick and Devin take down your all a witness 94-74. LaDainian Thompson, Marshawn Lynch, and Greg Jennings going off for the champions. Kurt Warner and Kevin Curtis being the high score for Sid. Down goes Sid. Last year's champion. You're not going to make it. Sounds good. That's fuzz on the music here in the shed. Obviously, we're not in our studio, so we're doing everything live here, but it's not really live because you're going to see it after I tape it, thanks to some of our fans out there. Next game I've got is titled I've Been Dumped. The truck has been dumping shit on everybody. This week, DUI got shit-faced by the dump truck. My only high score was Roddy White with 15 points. I could only score 58 points. The fucked up thing was that I didn't even put a kicker in. I had a kicker that wasn't even playing. If I would have just put my own kicker in and not traded the other kicker, I would have beat Hartung, but that's so be it. Upside for dump trucking, he had 91 points on his bench. 91 freaking points. Dude, do some research. Find out what guy's going to go off and put them in. Dear God. Your high score was 16 from Matt Forte. You, all your guys on your bench outscored your top scorer. So, yeah, you beat the Murphys, but big freaking deal. That is my next game here for the recap. Coming up next, before Fuzz can even find the play button, which you can't find, I'm just going to go right to Big Bears in playoff mode. We had PA Septa against Nobody Puts Fuzzy in the corner. Big Bear came off with 25 from Fitzgerald, 30 from a die. Fuzzy put up only 26 from D'Angelo Williams, his big score, 97-86. Fuzzy left 52 points with Ryan Grant, an ND Hall of Famer, on the bench. Tough one, Fuzz. Nice, Fuzz. Now we're getting it down. Next game we had into points race versus didn't play the right players. I'm talking about people snacking. We had Runk shooting off 105, which keeps him in the point race, versus the Super Sprinklers. Joey, if you would have just done some research, you scored 85 freaking points on your bench. 85 freaking points. You guys went off. Why wouldn't you play Brandon Jacobs? Why? Why wouldn't you play? Why wouldn't you play Aaron Rodgers? You know Donovan McNabb ain't going to get it done. Come on, buddy. In the points race, hey, how about 24 from Dwayne Bowe? Calvin Johnson, 18. The Packers D putting up 16. The boy is going off. He is going for a second year in a row point race champion. If he can just climb a little bit higher this week. '80s classic right there. That's an '80s classic. Takes me into my next lineup, which was Off Constantly. Which happens to be a great name because I want to know, do you think Mike and Matt are going to beat Off Constantly this week? I don't know. Will they beat them? I don't know. But they faced full lineup, which is Bubsy, Seattle veteran. He had a full lineup in. His high score this week was 10. He put up a whopping 50 points. Off constantly, got a big score from Steven Gronkowski, your kicker. Nice one, Scotty. That was 73 points for him, which takes him pretty much what I consider out of the point race. We'll see what happens, though. Fuzzy's still a couple seconds behind, but when you start teaming cool in that second team, you gotta check it right there.
You should give a plug to me for last man standing.
Got it.
I will be advancing.
No problem.
12 stay safe.
Coming back to you with the next game, but before I do, I want to take a shout out to Matt Pastuca. He's got one of the 5 men in the 5-man standing for a pot. Last man standing. Pot well over $1,500. And
a special guest here tonight.
He is a special guest here tonight. And which takes me into the most boringest game of the week. Cleveland Steamers and Bill Lumberg. It was 12 points was Chode's high score with Chris Johnson. 12 points. Chode left 40 points on the bench. Bill Lumberg, 23 from Slayton. Who heard of him? Donnie Avery, 18. The Giants D, 17. Jay, my freaking feet hurts Feely, 10. Pulls him up with 93, but I gotta say, Bill Lumberg, like Fuzz said, man, your team is on a hot streak. Worries me about in the playoffs. And hey, can you spell off? Because Scott, my partner, who's not here right now, and myself picked Adam to win. First time ever, Adam went off. Can you say fucking off? Yeah, Brett Favre 22, Turner 20, Gore 22. Who's your freaking mama? 32 points. Hines Ward 23, Watson 20. Mason Crosby, never even heard of the dude. 156 points. Salute. Nice job, buddy. With 60 points sitting on your bench. That's incredible. That is absolutely, positively incredible week. $10 coming your way. High point score. Congratulations. Michael and Matthew. You know what? I'm not going to bust on you. Alright? Listen, I'm going to give you your props. First time in the league. You're in the #1 spot. You are the high point leader right now. Ain't nothing I can say about that. I can't shoot my mouth off. You know why? Because you're in the #1 spot. You deserve all the props. You guys are doing well. You came up short, which probably ain't gonna hurt you anyways. You're still gonna get your bye. But you know, nothing like coming into a league of ball busters. I know you took your shit. You gave it back. You did a nice job giving it back, actually. I like the Little Mick Stefanik quote. Calling Scotty Little Mick. That was pretty good. So. Hats off to you guys. Good luck next week. This week's recap. We'll be back for the next segment.